It's the first day of the month. Margaret, 71 years old, walks to her mailbox like she has every Tuesday for the last 9 years. But today, there's a thick white envelope inside. The return address reads, Social Security Administration. She opens it at the kitchen table. Her hands begin to shake. The letter says she was overpaid. It says she owes the government thousands of dollars. And buried in the second paragraph in plain black ink are the words that stop her heart. We will withhold 100% of your monthly benefit until the overpayment is recovered. That's her entire check. The money that pays her rent, her groceries, her Medicare premium, gone, just like that. Margaret doesn't know it yet, but she has exactly 30 days to do one thing, file one specific form that can legally stop the Social Security Administration from taking a single dollar. And if she misses that window, she could lose months of income before she ever sees it again. If you receive Social Security benefits, please don't click away. What I'm about to share with you could save your next check. Hello, my friend. I am Edward, a senior policy analyst, and for years I have helped retirees just like you understand the rules that nobody at the Social Security office takes the time to explain. Today, I want to talk to you calmly, not to scare you, but to prepare you. Because there is a form, an official government-issued form, that the Social Security Administration does not put on the front page of your overpayment letter. They mention it deep in the fine print. Most seniors never read that far, and by the time they realize what it does, their check is already gone. In the next few minutes, I'm going to walk you through exactly what this form is, when to file it, and the 30-day rule that legally protects your benefits. But please stay with me until the very end because there is one mistake I see retirees make over and over again even after they find this form. And that single mistake can cost them their entire monthly payment even if they did everything else right. So pour yourself a cup of coffee, sit back, and let's go through this together. Let me tell you about Robert. Robert is 67 years old, a retired postal worker from Ohio, married 42 years to his wife, Linda, 2 grown kids, 3 grandkids he picks up from school every Friday. Robert is a careful man. He pays his bills on time. He files his taxes early. He even keeps a folder labeled Social Security in the top drawer of his desk with every letter the SSA has ever sent him. In April of last year, Robert opened his mail and found a notice from Social Security. The letter said he had been overpaid by $400 over the past 2 years because, according to the SSA, his part-time consulting income was higher than what they had on file. Robert was confused. He had reported that income, but the letter said he owed the money back. And starting next month, they would withhold 100% of his $2,180 monthly benefit until the full amount was repaid. Now here's where Robert made the mistake that thousands of seniors are making right now. He picked up the phone. He called the 1-800 number. He waited 47 minutes on hold, and he calmly, politely explained his side to the agent. He told her he had reported the income. He told her this had to be a mistake. The agent listened, took notes, and said, "We'll look into it, sir." Robert hung up the phone feeling better. He thought he had handled it. 5 weeks later, Robert checked his bank account. His Social Security deposit was not there, not $1. He called again. He called. This time a different agent told him, "Sir, you never filed Form SSA 632. A phone call is not a waiver. The collection started automatically after 30 days. Robert had done everything a polite, careful man would do, but he didn't know the rule. A phone call does not stop the collection. Only a filed form does. He missed his window, and by the time he got the form submitted, he had already lost 2 full months of benefits. That's the trap I do not want you to fall into. So let's break down exactly what Robert should have done. and what you must do if this letter ever lands in your mailbox. Let me give you the facts, straight from the Social Security Administration's own website. On March 7th, 2025, the Social Security Administration officially announced a major policy change. They reinstated what's called the 100% default overpayment withholding rate. What does that mean in plain English? It means that starting March 27th, 2025, if the SSA decides you were overpaid, even by $1, they can automatically take 100% of your monthly Social Security check until that debt is paid back. Not 10%, not 50%. The whole thing. Now, there is one piece of good news. If you receive Supplemental Security Income, SSI, your withholding rate stays at just 10%. And if your overpayment was identified before March 27th, 2025, your old recovery rate stays in place. You don't need to do anything new. But for everyone else, every retiree, every disabled worker, every survivor receiving Title II benefits, the new 100% rule is now active. So what protects you? The Social Security Administration gives you 3 legal tools, 3 official forms, and I want you to remember these names because they are the most important paperwork a retiree can know. The first one is Form SSA 632BK. This is the one I want you to focus on. It's called the Request for Waiver of Overpayment Recovery. This form does something powerful. It asks the SSA to forgive the debt entirely, 1, to wipe it out, to let you keep what you already received. To qualify for a waiver, you have to show 2 things. 1, that the overpayment was not your fault. 2, that paying it back would either cause you financial hardship or be, in the SSA's own words, against equity and good conscience. That's a fancy phrase that simply means it would be unfair. And here is something most people never hear. AARP has confirmed on their official website that this is a real right. You can free ask the government to forgive the debt. You just have to ask in writing, on the right form. The second form is SSA 634. This is the request for change in overpayment recovery rate. You file this one if you agree you were overpaid, but losing 100% of your check would leave you unable to pay rent, buy food, or afford your medications. The SSA 634 lowers your monthly withholding to an amount you can actually live with. The third form is SSA 561U2. This one is the Request for Reconsideration. You file this if you believe the SSA made a mistake, that you were never overpaid in the first place, or the amount is wrong. Now listen carefully, because this is the single most important sentence I will say in this entire video. If you file any one of these 3 forms within 30 days of the date on your overpayment notice, the Social Security Administration is legally required to stop all collection until they make a decision on your request. That is the protection. That is the rule. That is the form Robert didn't know about. And here's something else I want you to know. If your overpayment is less than $2,000, you don't even have to fill out the long form. You can call 1-800-772-1213 and request the waiver right over the phone. The SSA can process small dollar waivers quickly, often in a single call. But for anything larger, you need the form, in writing, within 30 days. And one more thing, even if you miss the 30-day window, you can still file Form SSA 632 at any time. The waiver right doesn't expire, but here's the painful part. If you file late, the SSA will have already started withholding your check. You'll have to fight separately to get them to pause collection while they review your case. You may eventually get the money back, but it could take months. Months without a check. Months you cannot afford. That's why timing matters. The 30-day rule is everything. So now let me give you a simple 3-step action plan. If you ever receive an overpayment letter from the SSA, or if you have a friend or family member who does, please follow these steps in order. Step 1. Read the date on the letter and mark day 30 on your calendar. The clock starts the day the notice is dated, not the day you opened it, not the day you finally read it. The date printed at the top. Find that date, count 30 days forward, circle it in red. That is your deadline to file. Step 2. Choose the right form and file it in writing. If you believe the SSA made a mistake and you were never overpaid, file Form SSA 561U2. The reconsideration. If you agree the overpayment happened, but it wasn't your fault and you cannot afford to repay it, file Form SSA 632BK. The waiver. This is the most powerful one. It can erase the debt entirely. If you accept the debt but cannot survive 100% withholding, file Form SSA 634. The rate change. You can find all 3 forms by going to SSA.gov forms, or you can walk into any local Social Security office and ask for them by name. Bring 2 copies. Have them stamp 1 as proof of filing. Keep that stamped copy in a safe place. Step 3. Do not rely on a phone call. This is what saved nobody and what cost Robert 2 months of benefits. A phone call is not a legal filing. The kindest agent on the line cannot stop the 30-day clock. Only a submitted, dated form can do that. Call if you have questions by all means, but do not let a phone call replace the paperwork. And one bonus tip, because I want you fully protected. After you file, request a personal conference. If your waiver is denied, this is your right under SSA rules. It gives you a chance to sit down in person or by phone with the decision maker before any money is taken from your check. Most seniors never ask for it. You should. My friend, I want to be honest with you. The rules are changing fast. The 100% withholding policy I just explained didn't exist 2 years ago. New letters are going out every single week, and the YouTube notification system, the little bell icon, does not always tell you when I post a new video. YouTube decides, not you, not me. That means if a major rule changes tomorrow about Social Security, about Medicare, about your bank, about your pension, about airport security for seniors, you may never see the alert in time. So I built something to fix that. Down in the description of this video, you'll see a link to the Global Senior Alerts Official WhatsApp channel. It is completely free to join. When you click that link, you will get 2 things. First, you can download our free Senior Benefits Protection Guide, a simple PDF that lists every important SSA form, every deadline, and every phone number you need to protect your check. Second, you'll receive real-time alerts directly to your phone anytime there is an important update about Social Security, pensions, banking rules, insurance policies, or travel regulations affecting seniors. No algorithm, no bell icon. Straight to you. So please, take 10 seconds right now and tap that link. Join us. Because the next overpayment letter, the next Medicare change, the next rule shift, you deserve to know about it the day it happens, not the month after. I'll be here next week with another important update. Until then, please share this video with one person you love who receives Social Security. One share could save them their entire check. This is Edward. Take care of yourself, take care of your family, and remember, the rules may change, but Sauter, you have rights. You just have to know them. God bless, and I'll see you in the next one.